Welcome back to everyone's channel. I'm wishing for a day full of Christ's grace for everyone. To ensure you don't miss any updates, we hope you like this movie and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come along for the ride as you watch this film through to the very finish. The Virgin Mary has sent an urgent warning to the faithful in these turbulent times, asking them to get ready for a time of deep darkness and world change. Her message, which is both hopeful and cautionary, emphasizes the significance of being spiritually prepared for the events that are about to occur and the profound changes they will bring about in our world. The first part of the Virgin Mary's message is an urgent plea for mass distribution. She begs everyone to spread the word about this message so that nobody is left in the dark or unprepared for the challenges that lie ahead. The Virgin claims that a terrible prophecy that will bring about chaos and unrest unimaginable to humankind is about to come to pass. The warnings are unmistakable. Increasing volcanic activity, natural disasters, and an impending worldwide blackout are just a few of the catastrophic events that are expected to transpire in the near future. A key component of the teaching of the Virgin Mary is the importance of spiritual preparation. She emphasizes the necessity of promptly returning to a life of prayer, penance, and spiritual development, and cautions that time is running out. She claims that a great agony is about to strike the globe, and that only those who are spiritually ready will be able to endure the ensuing hardships. As believers prepare for what lies ahead, the Virgin Mary begs them to preserve some protecting items in their homes. These objects serve as protective and religious symbols in addition to being physical necessity. Believers can arm themselves against the trials that will shortly befall the planet by following her advice. The Rosary is very important to Mary, who describes it as a potent spiritual weapon against the powers of evil. She emphasizes that the Rosary is a channel of heavenly favor and protection rather than just a set of petitions. Every prayer said, every bead represents a step toward God and a defense against the spiritual threats that wait in the shadows. Believers can reflect on the life, suffering, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ by using the Rosary. Their faith is reinforced by this meditation, which also gives them inner calm and fortification against the challenges that lie ahead. The safety and strength needed to face the impending darkness are promised by the Virgin Mary to those who recite the Rosary with faithfulness. The Virgin Mary emphasizes the significance of the Holy Eucharist in addition to the Rosary. According to her, the Eucharist provides vital nutrition for the soul that transcends the material world into the spiritual one. Believers can obtain the strength they need to be peacemakers and lights of love in a world that is becoming more and more divided by conflict by experiencing close contact with Christ in the Eucharist. The Blessed Virgin exhorts Christians to focus a major portion of their spiritual lives on the Eucharist. They might be spiritually strengthened to meet the challenges that lie ahead by partaking in Holy Communion with faith and devotion. She goes on to say that living this sacramental life is essential to preserving the fortitude required to bring Christ's light into the darkness of the world. The Virgin Mary is urging all believers to get ready, both physically and spiritually, as the world is about to undergo profound changes. She makes particular reference of the 3 days of darkness, which will bring confusion and uncertainty to the planet. She counsels believers to prepare for this time by gathering necessities like candles and non-perishable food items and teaching themselves basic survival techniques. But the Virgin Mary stresses that being physically ready is not sufficient on its own. The real readiness has to come from within, from a strong, unshakable trust in God. She exhorts Christians to stay united in prayer, to stand by one another, and to continue to put their faith in God's watchfulness. She goes on to say that when the world experiences its worst hardships, this oneness in prayer will be a source of strength and consolation. The Virgin Mary advises believers to seek Saint Michael the Archangel's protection in addition to her preparatory message. Saint Michael is a formidable foe of the forces of evil, leading the heavenly troops. Invoking Saint Michael's aid in daily prayers and asking him to battle evil powers that threaten to destroy the world is something that the Virgin Mary strongly advises the faithful to do. She gives believers the comfort that they are not fighting this struggle alone. They may face the challenges ahead with confidence when Saint Michael is at their side because they will have divine protection. The Virgin Mary stresses that anyone who continues to practice their faith and devotion and who sincerely and confidently invokes Saint Michael is eligible for this protection. The Virgin Mary concludes the message with words of consolation and hope. She urges believers not to allow dread rule their hearts while acknowledging that anxiety and uncertainty may result from her warnings. Rather, she advocates for a profound and enduring faith in God's love and safeguarding. The Virgin Mary makes a commitment to support and shield her children as they negotiate this pivotal historical moment and to be by their side no matter what obstacles they face. Her message is very clear. Now is the moment for believers to take action, to hold fast to their faith, and to shine their light in the darkness. Believers may defend themselves and provide hope and redemption to a world in dire need by leading lives marked by prayer, almsgiving, and dedication. The Virgin Mary stresses the value of togetherness and community among believers throughout her entire message. She exhorts the faithful to share the weight of the impending hardships, to rally in prayer, and to lend support to one another. It is more crucial than ever to heed the Virgin Mary's call for unity in a world where violence and turmoil are dividing people. It is urged for believers to start prayer groups, get together in homes to recite the Rosary, and help those in need. Believers may build a network of support that will be essential in the coming days and increase their collective resilience by encouraging a sense of community and mutual aid. The message of the Virgin Mary is not limited to getting ready for outside events. It also includes a call to personal conversion. She exhorts believers to reflect on their life, acknowledge their shortcomings, and ask God for forgiveness. In addition to providing a chance for spiritual rejuvenation and growth, this period of hardship offers believers the possibility to get closer to God and live more fully in line with His desire. The Virgin Mary exhorts us to go back to the core principles of Christianity, which include prayer, penance, and keeping the commandments. She stresses that every believer has a duty to develop their own spiritual life, and that real transformation must start from inside. By doing this, they might turn into rays of hope and faith in a world that is quickly going astray. The message of the Virgin Mary is both a warning and a ray of hope as the world is about to undergo significant change. She exhorts all Christians to strengthen their spirits by prayer, penance, and a renewed devotion to their faith in order to fortify themselves against the challenges that lie ahead, in addition to assembling material goods. Mary gives her kids the reassurance that they are not alone. They can face the darkness with bravery and confidence because of Saint Michael, the Archangel's protection and the Holy Eucharist guidance. She pledges to accompany them at every turn, providing them with her mother protection and guiding them in the direction of a fresh dawn. The message of the Virgin Mary is a reminder of the value of believing in God's plan and the enduring power of faith in these uncertain times. Believers can help save the planet and protect themselves at the same time by answering her call. As stated by the Virgin Mary herself, do not allow fear to rule your hearts. You will find the power to get through everything that lies ahead if you put your trust in God's love. This is a call to hope, faith, and action all at once. It is more important than ever to stand steady in the light of God's love, and the time to get ready is now. I appreciate your participation in this trip. Your participation and presence give this investigation significance and influence. Until then, May the common narratives of our human experience serve as a source of inspiration and hope for you.